Now we will move on to the next important part, which is Udaya. Okay. So, Udaya calculation was made complicated by people. Okay. Because people did not understand what it was really. In Brihat Parasara Hora Shastra, Parasara Rishi talks about 5 special ascendants: Lagna, Bhava Lagna, Hora Lagna, Gatika Lagna, Varnada Lagna, and so on. That Hora Lagna is nothing but the Udaya. Once you understand that concept, now you can also use Jagannath Hora to figure out what is the Udaya. Because Hora Lagna is defined in Jagannath. But I would advise you to use Veda Hora only. That's a different story. Okay. Now, what does Udaya do? Udaya is similar to Janma Grahas, but slightly different. For Udaya, we will always use sunrise sunset timing. Between sunrise to sunset, it will travel. There are 24 Udayas from this morning sunrise to next day just before sunrise. There are 12 Udaya between sunset to sunrise to sunset and 12 between sunset to sunrise. Okay. We will not go into the calculations for Udaya. Just we will have 3 points to remember. Okay, 24 Udaya in a day, right? Udaya travels 360 degrees in 12 hours. So, you know the math by now. For every 1 hour, it will travel 30 degrees, right? Same thing, for every 2 minutes, it will travel 1 degree of space arc. But what is the difference? Udaya will travel zodiacally. Jamak Grahas travels anti-zodiacally. That is the difference, right? This is Jamak Grahas. Udaya will be where is in today morning? Where was sun today? So today morning sun is in Mithuna, right? Mithuna. So at 6 a.m. the Udaya would be at Mithuna. At 7 a.m. I'm assuming, okay, sunrise I'm assuming so to be 6 a.m. Let's say it is 6:23 a.m. 6:23 a.m. was sunrise, right? Then Udaya will be at the same degree as sun. Then at 7:23, Udaya will be that plus another 30 degrees. And so on. At sunset, it will come back to the same degree as sun. True or false? You have to answer. True or false? So it will be true, right? Go ahead and see it. Okay. Next, we will move to Aarudham. Aarudham is the simplest of all calculations. For every 5 minutes, it will jump one sign. So that's why I was saying, if a client comes to you, you can easily figure out what is going to happen, right? So for every, if the client asks the question between 0 to 5 minutes, Aarudham will come in Mesha. If he's asking you a question at 7:42, it will be at, Aarudham would be at Dhanur. If he's asking a question at 6:24, Aarudham will be Simha. Okay? Is this clear? Aarudham is clear? There's nothing much to do in Aarudham. Okay, I'll talk about that other point, right? Now, this is the method which was recently taught in the last 60, 70 years back. This was taught by a gentleman called Arunachalam to Vaidyanathan. Before that, the method of determining Aruda was different. Okay, but this method works fine. This method gives you an accurate way of finding out the degrees of this thing, right? Otherwise, imagine how they would have found out this 700, 800 years back. when watches were not that common, how would a village person find out which was the Aruda? The method of finding the Aruda was different then. Okay. Then we are assigning 5 minutes per sign. So what will happen here? Aruda, now apply the same logic. 5 minutes of time is 30 degrees of arc. So in 1 minute of time, how many degrees of arc will it travel? It will travel 6 degrees of space arc. Is this clear? Aruda will be zodiac. Okay. Fine. Keep these 2 points in mind. 1 minute of time, 6 degrees of space arc. So if the question comes at 702, which means Aruda is going to be at 12 degrees Mesha. Is this clear? If the question is at 724, Aruda will be at 24 degrees of Simha. Okay. Okay. Now we go into the next part called Surya Vidi. This is important for finding the Kavipu or the Chatra. Okay. So now start from Simha. Simha to 4 signs, the Kavipu will be Aries. Then go to the opposite side of that, right? Then 4 signs, there will be Mithuna. The remaining 4 will be Rishabha. You just memorize this. There is no shortcut for this. Okay. Now, if Sun is in Mithuna, then Surya Vidi will be in Mesha. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Today, Sun is in Mithuna. So, Surya Vidi will be Mesha. Now, if you are in some time like August 5th, Sun will be in which place? August 5th, Sun will be in, most likely will be in some degree in Kadaka, right? So, then also Surya Vidi will be Mesha. So, this is something which you have to memorize. There is no other way out of it. Okay. So, now comes the interesting part. How I will calculate Kavipu or Chatra. So, first you already have the Aruda, right? From Aruda to Surya Vidi, you will count both the signs, including, okay. Then the same number of signs you will calculate it from the Udaya to arrive at the Kavipu. Okay. Kavipu is the most important concept which is required in this Prashna. It is also there available in Kerala Prashna. If you go through Prashna Marga or I think Prashna Tantra and all, they would have given it in detail. You can go through them. Okay. Okay. So now let us look at a chart. So what we are saying is Aruda is Mesha. So question is at 701. Because it is just past one, Aruda is Mesha. And it is today. Sorry. Aruda is Mesha. Surya Vidi is Rishabha. Okay. We are taking Surya Vidi to be in Rishabha. SV denotes Surya Vidi. HL denotes Udaya. Right? So from Surya Aruda to Surya Vidi, it is 2. Then from Udaya to 2 will be Kavipu. So Kavipu is in Mithuna. Any questions on this?
Where is Udaya?
Udaya is HL. HL is in Rishabha. So I will interchangeably use Udaya, UD or HL. I will use interchangeably. Okay. Okay. Yes, that is the mathematics part. Congratulations on making it so far. Now it becomes all easy. Okay. So you don't need to worry a lot because the software which we are using, right? So, okay. Do you want to look at the predictions first and then go to the software, or you want to look at the software first and then go to predictions?
First explanation will be better, sir.
What do you think
Software.
is the correct thing to do? Shall we do simultaneously?
Okay, we'll go through the rules. You have to write down, take a piece of paper and pen. There are only 7 common rules. I call them meta
That's
rules.
good.
People call them golden
Okay.
rules, diamond rules, golden rules, lot of rules. I just call them as. So there are 3 things which we will read from the chart. What is actually happening, right? So first rule will tell you the Jama Graha which approaches the Udaya, right? That Karaga will tell you the what is actually happening in the thoughts of the native. Second one is Jama Graha which has crossed Udaya tells about the past event which the native has undergone. Right? Then thoughts of the querient. So house placement of Aruda from Udaya will tell you the thought of the querient. Many times this will also tell you about the question which the person is asking. Okay. For example, if somebody is going to ask you about progeny, what would have happened is Aruda will be in the 5th from Udaya. If somebody is asking about marriage, Aruda will be in the 7th from Udaya. Okay. Next will be house placement of Lord of Udaya. So thoughts related to that house would be the question which is running in the mind of the Purchaka. Purchaka is the one who's asking the Prashna, the question. The queriant is called Purchaka. Okay, then you have exalted and debilitated grahas. So that will definitely have a say in the chart. Then what are the secrets or obstacles which the native is facing? That you will have to see from Kavipu. So you will see Kavipu from Udaya, the graha which Kavipu catches, also you will see. Okay. To make life difficult for you, I have used a different software where you have to manually calculate how Kavipu is caught and things like that. The other calculations are there, but in Veda Hora, the Graha catching the Kavipu catching the Graha and all is easily identifiable for you. So jot down these points. Once you're done, tell me. I'll talk to you about. Mugundan, you can take a snapshot and send it also.
Yeah, sure.
What's
Sir,
the
done.
what's the
Shared on the group.
difference? What's the difference between 3 and 4? They both are the thoughts, no? Hello?
Sir, is
So,
not there.
see,
Nitika.
one is house placement of Aruda, one is house placement of Lord of Aruda. Udaya Lord, right?
But both are the thoughts of the querents, no? So suppose I come to you for marriage.
See, one of them will give
So
you. See, there are 2-3 possibilities, right? So one of them will give you the answer.
okay.
See, you can't. So that is where your practice, your repeated attempts will help you. So in the next 4
Okay.
weeks, take a Sangalpa. Today, let all of you take a Sangalpa. We will look at least 10 charts per week. So in the next 4 to 5 weeks, you would have looked at 50 charts. End of that. So every day, make it a aim, right? We have 20 people in the group. If everyone can post one chart, then fantastic. Okay. So now we will go to Veda Hora. All done, right, Mugundan?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the Vedahora site, vedahora.com, right? So if you go there, it'll ask you to sign in. See, now look at this leftmost corner. There's something called as install app. So if you go in from your phone to vedahora.com, then you go and click on this install app. It will install this Vedahora as an app into your phone. So do that. In computer, use it like this. So then sign in. So use your Gmail ID and then sign in. Okay. So then cast chart. Very simple. It will automatically pick up the place where you are living. So location, it will go to a lot of detail. It will go accurate to the pinpoint location, right? So type down a little query. So does anyone have a query?
What job I should be doing, which stream I should be selecting for business.
Okay.
Basically.
So what job to be doing, right? So then you say calculate chart. That's all. Now here you look at it. Udaya will be in this color and Udaya Lord will be in the same color. So you immediately know Udaya Lord. Then the Graha approaching Udaya will be in that Dabba will be this color. So here snake or Rahu is approaching Udaya. Kavipu is in a different color. The Graha which will be caught by Kavipu is in different color. So you can look at the 4 points. This is the most important thing. If you look at these, you will understand. So now her question is job. Right? What job should I be doing? So job means what comes to your mind first. 6 and 10 will come to your mind, right? 6 and 10 will come to your mind. Now here, what is there in 10th house? Jupiter is there in your 10th house, right? Now, Kavipu is going to catch sun, which is up, okay. So snake only is going to catch Udaya. So snake catching Udaya talks of crossing Udaya, tells you about approaching Udaya, tells you about the confusion in the mind of the native. She is confused. Okay. Now look at this. This Udaya Lord is Lord of 1 and 6 and in 7th house. Should I do something like a business or should I go for a proper job? Is that the confusion?
Sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now look at this thing. If I have to do a job is 10th and 10th has Jupiter. And then 6th has Venus. So 10th is Jupiter means what? So it is an Acharya. Venus is also an Acharya. So should I go teach? Should I do occult consultation? That is one thought process. The other thought process is, should I teach somewhere in my this thing, right? So Swati, what have you learned? You have learned, you are in a professor in which area?
I am in chemistry.
Chemistry.
Professor in chemistry.
Right?
Yeah.
So Venus shows you that chemistry, right? So see how the chart comes and tells you what is happening. Okay. So just apply the simple 7 rules. Step by step apply the rules. You will get the answer. Okay. You don't need to worry too much. If you go beyond, now look at all the inner grahas. Inner grahas talk about the transit, right? So there are people who popularly interchange inner graha, outer graha, and then confuse themselves, confuse their client and everybody. Don't do that. You will only look at the outer grahas. From the inner chart, you look at Udaya, Kavipu, and Aruda. That is Aruda. Aruda is here, right? Okay.
Ram sir, I just want to add, as some new people might be there in this group, right? Can you just explain in brief the catching of planet by Udaya and catching of planet by
Yeah, we'll
Kavipu?
come to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that will actually give insight to the peoples, right? How
Yeah.
it is working.
In the next example, we'll do that. Don't worry. See, today, end of today, you will be able to answer yes, no questions. That is our objective. Okay.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I tried this in the morning, but I'll do it with your method, with your timing. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I had asked it in the morning in my city, but I'll do it with yours. Will my daughter, just a yes and no, will my daughter get married to
We'll
the
come to
boy
that.
that?
Hold on. So within 5 minutes, let's not do another chart. Give it some
Okay.
time. We'll go through this. For one of the other practical examples, we'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll come back to the session, right? So where is my chart? Okay.
So the answer confusion is that I'm in the right
Wait. Don't
for
get
job,
confused.
right?
Don't run. Okay.
Okay.
Don't run. So now this is an actual chart which I handled last year, right? Now the question is, what is the thought of the querient? Okay. Now you all, Mukundan, have you sent the snapshot?
Yes, sir. I have sent it in the
Good,
WhatsApp.
right? Okay. Now all of you apply this, right? So first step, what we will do? Thought of the querient is house placement of Udaya, Aarudham from Udaya, correct? Are you able to see? Udaya is here, Aarudham is here. Kavipu is in 4th house. Okay. So first step is what? House placement of Aarudham from Udaya, second house. So what are second house significations? Dana, Dhanya, Kudumba, all that is there, right? So one of them is going to happen. Now snake is also there in the second house. Okay. Now one speciality is when you talk about snake in Jamakol, snake is Rahu. So what they do is it is associated with child in Jamakol. So second house Kudumba is there. So second house snake is there. So question may be related to childbirth. That is one possibility. You have to keep in mind. Okay. Then house placement of the Lord of Udaya. Right? Udaya Lord is Jupiter. Where is Jupiter? Jupiter is in the 9th house. Jupiter is the Karaka for what? Children. Right? 9th house is the Karaka for what? Purva Punya, Bhagya. Right? So second house you saw Kudumba. Snake was there. And so on. Right? Okay. Then look at the third point. Is there any exalted Graha or Nicha Graha? So look at every Graha, right? Is Sun Ucha Nicha here? No. Is Snake Ucha Nicha? No. Moon Ucha Nicha? No. Saturn Ucha Nicha?
Nature.
Nicha. Venus? No. Mercury? No. Jupiter? No. So Saturn is Nicha. Okay. And this Saturn is in which house? From Udaya, it is in the 5th
Fifth
house.
house.
Right? Okay. So now what is happening? You are getting second house, 5th house, 9th house. You are getting snake, you are getting Saturn. Saturn means what normally? Delay. Right? Okay. So then actual happening. So which is the Graha which is coming towards Udaya? So Rahu is at, Sun is at 7 degrees here. So this will actually travel this way. Right? So snake is going to approach Udaya. Okay. And the Graha which has crossed Udaya is Sun. Sun is the 9th Lord once more. Okay. Now, in Jamakol, this is an exercise for you. There's a book called Jirendra Mala. It is available online in PDF version. Find it. Figure out what is the house ownership for snake or Rahu. Okay. Then secret. What is the secret? Kavipu shows the secret. Kavipu is in the 4th house. Kavipu Lord is also Jupiter. So obstacle is also shown by Kavipu, right? And then this Saturn is also approaching Kavipu, right? From 1 it will go to 12. So far, are you with me? I'm just taking the rules. I'm just putting down the points into the rules. Okay. So the question was, is my wife pregnant? So you got what? You had 2nd house, you had 9th house, you had Jupiter, right? And you had 5th house. All of them are linked. So how much time would it take for you to say this is a question related to pregnancy? 1 minute. Okay. Now you ask your questions. Silence is golden. Absolute pin drop silence. I don't know. Okay. No doubts.
I have a question. Well, when you're saying Rahu is in the, you were seeing Rahu. Which Rahu? You were talking about the outside Rahu?
Outside only. See, that's why I used this
But
chart.
where was Rahu? Where was Rahu?
Snake is Rahu, right? I told you snake.
No, where is it?
Snake is in there in this thing, right?
But that's
Magara.
Ketu, no? Oh, snake. Okay, snake. SNK. All right.
Yeah.
I don't get that. And how do you know where's the ascendant? I can't make out here. Normally it's
There is no
it's
ascendant.
always
We are
written.
using only Udaya, right?
Okay,
Udaya
Udaya is
there
called the
in
first.
Udaya
All
is
right.
called as
Okay.
Udaya from
Okay, okay. I get that. I get that. Okay, that is being used as the main.
Pivot point.
All right. Okay, that's the starting point.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Who else has any questions? Any clarifications?
Yeah, the moon is also approaching the Aruda. So what kind of significance we can take it from there?
Forget the Aruda, Graha approaching Aruda. We are focused only on Graha approaching Udaya. Okay.
There. Okay.
See, the rules are very clear. Okay. You go to any teacher, they'll give you 5 to 7 rules. That's all. Using these rules and then that specific 2-3 rules for each use case, Jamakol is done. You are now almost 50% done in Jamakol. Okay.
Ram sir, but just for a reason I'm asking, if at all someone is asking whether my wife is pregnant or not, and you just confirm it by the chart. Later on, subsequent question do comes now, how will be the pregnancy, whether I will be having a blessed child or not. So what in that case, what they should be doing means
So
we
here
ask
itself, see,
another
no?
chart or we answer it
So
from
here
that.
itself, see the question, right? So question was, is my wife pregnant? Okay, what will be your answer?
Actually, I missed this part, so sorry, I was away from the screen.
Okay. So here you have Saturn in the 5th house. Saturn is Nicha. And then
Yes, yes.
Jupiter is the Lord of Kavip. So what will you say? Both are negative. So you say your
Both
wife is
are
not pregnant. Simple.
okay. Okay.
See, the moment you go beyond the 3 rules, 3 points or 4 points to try to find an answer is when you are confused. It should just flow. You should just look at the Bhava, the Karaka, you should look at Udaya, you should look at the Aruda, and then say what is happening. These 6 points will tell you what is happening. 6, 7 points.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now we'll come back to her question, right? How do I say? So now, which Graha is Kavipu catching in this chart? So Kavipu goes what? It will go anti-zodiac. So Kavipu will catch moon here. Okay. So now that is another way of looking at it. So when Kavipu catches moon, moon is mother. She cannot become a mother. So that is another way of looking at it. Okay. Now, which is the Graha approaching Udaya? Is it snake or sun? Jama Grahas always go anti-zodiac, right?
Right.
So, snake is approaching Udaya. Graha which has crossed Udaya is sun. So, any doubts? Ask your doubts. Because the next 40 minutes will be on yes, no questions, where everyone will have to start answering. Is it easy so far? Difficult so far?
Not that easy.
Okay, what is your difficulty? What are you finding difficult? What do you think is difficult?
First few points we have to take into consideration.
Okay.
Or how we have to approach when they ask question.
Go step by step, right? So that
Okay.
the template which I gave you,
Okay.
this is the template, right? First, go
Okay.
through that 7 questions. Write down the grahas. Write down the houses. The moment you write down, there will be one common link between them, right?
Mm.
So, what will be the 2 things which you are going to do? If Kavipu is going to afflict the Udaya Lord, or if Kavipu is going to afflict the Karaka of the question, right? For example, pregnancy in a 5th house, right? If Kavipu is afflicting Jupiter, here Kavipu Lord is Jupiter, right? Then you know
Okay.
that the event is not going to happen.
Okay.
Okay, if the Kavipu is nowhere in the picture with respect to the Udaya, to the with respect to the Lord, with respect to the Karaka and all, then you can be clear that the event will happen.
Yeah. Okay.
We will go through examples, right? Our
Okay.
objective is to go through 100 examples. You will have 100 times to fail. So that at least 101st attempt you will get it right. Don't worry.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.